So this is the site. You can also open this site. That is the reason I have shared it with you, so that you can also do the problem along with me. At least you can look up the properties. So here, so it is https thermofluid.com that you can open from the you must have downloaded from Moodle. This is the this here, this is it's given, right? So you open this property tables, online fluid steam property calculator. So you have to use the English variety, right? You will use the English variety. So once you open the calculator, then you have to go to English, right? You have to go to English, and then there is steam property calculator, as well as there is steam property calculator as well as fluid. So fluid contains everything and steam is only for steam. So let us try to do some of these problems, and I have uploaded two problem sets. Now we will practice doing problems, because I have taught enough of theory. So this is a typical problem that you can see. A cylinder equipped with an external spring. So this is the problem with springs. Okay. So, and filled with steam. So we have to use the steam properties. So heat is transferred to the steam, right? And there is boundary work, steam. Amount of heat transfer are to be determined. So we have to determine what is this Q, right? This has to be determined. So there is work being done. So how work is being done? So there is an external spring, right? So if there is an external spring, so what will happen is uh, whenever this volume will expand, the spring will compress and the pressure will increase linearly, right? Spring. So because it's a spring, right? So there is a spring here. Right, there is a spring here. So against that, it is changing its volume. So naturally, first we have to check right? So what is the change in energy inside? Because it is a closed volume, right? So there is no flow coming in or flow going out. So what you have is, this is the equation that we have to do, right? So this is the equation that we have to do. So what is the equation? This is the equation. So here Q in minus work out. B means boundary, through the boundary, work out through the boundary, not shaft
Sir,
work.
this domain,
Okay.
sir.
The domain. Let me draw the domain.
Means
This is the domain. The domain will be, this is the domain.
excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, the font size is very small. Will you please zoom in?
Oh, okay, acha, I will zoom in. Okay then. Is that fine now?
Ah, thank you, sir.
Okay. So let me make it such that okay. Now is it, are you able to see all of you? Are you able to see now?
Yes, sir, it's better now.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Better means
Yes, sir.
you cannot see even now, right? Should I increase it a little bit more?
So we can see.
Sir, now we can see.
Now it's fine, huh? Okay. So here heat is being transferred. So this is the domain here. This is the domain. There is a spring. It is expanding. Now this control volume is an expanding control volume, right? It is an expanding control volume. So this is expanding control volume. This is an expanding control volume. So because there is a spring, there is PV work here. So the change in internal energy is, for this case, if we neglect kinetic energy and potential energy, then it is equal to the change in the specific internal energy. So the Q in is nothing but the work because of spring and the change in internal energy, which can be calculated. Now there are steam tables available because I have taken it from the book. In the book, the steam tables are available, but here you can also use this, right? So here at 200 kilopascal, right? So first of all, I have to calculate the mass, right? The mass has to be calculated. So here so it is given here, right? So 200 kilopascal, 200 degrees centigrade. So at 200 kilopascal, 200 degrees centigrade, so we know what is the density, and if you know the volume, is it given? The volume should be given, right? I think I have to. I think what I have to do is I have to make it such that students can uh, enter on their own. So let me change it. So otherwise, I'll go on admitting people like this. Okay. I think this is fine. So I don't have to always. Okay. Here. So what we have to do is we have to calculate the property at 200 kilopascal and 200 degrees centigrade. Now first we have to know if it is steam. Because it is steam, we have to know whether it is here inside the dome or outside. First that has to be figured out. So let us see 200 kilopascal and 200 degrees centigrade. So let us go and check 200 kilopascal and 200 degrees centigrade. So this is the water and steam. And so let us see. So let us see the saturation pressure, right? At different temperatures, let us see the saturation pressure. So we will use centigrade, right? We'll use centigrade. So if you centigrade, so temperature is 200, right? 200. And what is saturation pressure? Let us calculate. So 15 is the saturation pressure, right? So 15 is the saturation pressure. So at 200 degrees centigrade, if we draw the diagram like this also, the other diagram, right? Right. S T, and this is what it is, right? So we have different pressures. This one pressure, another pressure, right? P1, P2, right? P2 greater than P1, right? So, and this is the temperature. So here, what we are seeing is, so at 200 degrees centigrade, 200 degrees centigrade, the pressure is 15 only. So it is, the pressure is much lower, right? Pressure is much lower. So here, but our pressure is much higher for this temperature. So if we have 200 degrees centigrade, our temperature is much higher. Pressure is much higher. So if the pressure is higher, right, in this case, so it is all superheated steam. So let us look at it. So here we have our pressure is much higher, and then we have superheated steam. So let us now calculate at 200.
Sir, excuse me,
Yes.
sir. Sir, can we also find that from specific volume of gas and liquid?
Yes, you can also do that. No, I want to just find out whether it is here. Yes, from any of the properties you can figure out.
Okay, sir.
So here, now let us calculate what is the uh, mass here, right? So we must know the specific volume or density. So let us see now the density. So density, pressure, density, right? Density. So here our density is, so density. So here, and the temperature we are in centigrade. So this is in kilopascal. Let us go to 200 kilopascal. First you have to set kilopascal, and this is the centigrade. So 200 kilopascal and 200 degrees centigrade. 200 centigrade, right? So why did we make it minus? Because we don't have to specify this. So 0.92548, that is the density, kgs per meter cube. If that is the density, so let us calculate the density is given. So right, so density is given, and it is 0.5 meter cube, right? That is 0.5 meter cube, right? Why it is given 0.5 meter cube? Closed system, where is it given? Anyway, it is given 0.5 meter cube. So it is 0.5 meter cube is the volume of the tank. So 0.5 meter cube. So rho into V, rho into volume. Right. This is kgs per meter cube, and this is meter cube. Right. So kgs per meter cube. So what is our density? We saw our density is 0.92 say 0.92, say 0.92. If we take it to be 0.92, right? So we take it to be 0.92, right? 0.92, right? And into 0.5 approximately. So it is 0.46. So we have the mass that is 0.46, right? Okay. So then this expansion is taking place, right? The expansion is taking place. So this is the so 1 and this is 2. So 2 is 500 and then 0.12966 meter cube. So that is the expansion that you have. Right. So it is getting compressed. Right. Filled with steam at specified heat is transferred to the steam. Both the temperature and pressure rise. The final work, the boundary work. Draw the okay. So here the 2 is 500 and the volume is specific volume is the temperature is 1132 degrees centigrade final temperature. So it goes from 200 to, so this is the temperature. So you're adding heat. So what will happen? So what is the so at 2 we also have to know the specific volume. So mass is already known, specific volume is also known. Specific volume, what is specific volume? Specific volume is meter cube per kg, right? Specific volume means 1 by rho, right? So for 500 kilopascal and 1132 degrees centigrade. So for that also we can find out the specific volume or the density. So let us see for 500. What is the thing? 500 kilopascal, right? 500 kilopascal. Now for 500 kilopascal, and this is the specific volume now. Right? So volume has increased from V1 to V2, 0.5 meter cube to 0.6 meter cube. Right? That is the expansion that you have in the spring. So if you do that, this becomes the specific volume. So this is the specific volume. So for this condition, 500 and this, what is the temperature? Of course, here you cannot do it directly, but of course you can look up the table. I also have tables that also I have shared with you. I have uploaded the tables also. Right, I have uploaded the tables also. Let me go to the tables. Let me show you the tables. In the book, the tables are also given. Right, so let me go to the property. So here, so this is the table, superheated table, right? So this gives the superheated table. So different pressures. So we have say 1, 2 megapascal. Everything is not given. Anyway, some of them are given here. I don't have everything. 1.8, 0.2, 0.2. Do we have 0.2? 0.2. Right, 0.2. 0.2 megapascal. Okay. So here for so like that the specific volume for okay, so this is the superheated steam, right? So for superheated steam, this is how it comes, and you have to look up the book. So this is also given as tables for superheated steam, right? So superheated steam for different temperatures, right? And pressures, it is given. Right? So this is also something that you can look up, right? So here, if I do, so here it is a little bit not so easy to look up from here. So this is the specific volume. So we have to try out different temperatures and see that we get this specific volume. Right? So 1132 here, I'm just showing it to you. So because I know the answer, 32. Right? So this is the density, and you get the appropriate. So these are given. 500 kilopascal is given, and specific volume is also given. So in the book also it is given. So in the book you can look up the book also. So there, here, what we are having to do is, because we cannot specify the specific volume and get the temperature. That I don't think is possible here. Right? Specific volume, can we specify? No, there is no way to specify. So here, now we have to try out different things. Say I try out 1000, right? And you get some value. So this is the density. So you have to match the temperature to get the appropriate density. So because I know the answer, I am able to do it. 1132. So if I try out 1132, it will give me the 1132. It will give me the right density. So here, specific volume means density is also known. So you can calculate the temperature. Once you know pressure and temperature, then I can also know the internal energy. So the internal energy, let us find out the internal energy, pressure and temperature. Internal energy, specific internal energy. Internal energy, where is it? Okay. So here, internal energy is not directly given, but in the book it is directly given. So here we have the enthalpy. Enthalpy is given, right? Why is it? Okay, why? What is happening here? Okay. So specific enthalpy. So you get the enthalpy. From the enthalpy, it is a little bit not so straightforward here, I'm finding. So from the enthalpy, right, H is equal to U plus PV. So U is equal to H minus PV. So you have to use the chart. So this is given, pressure is given, specific volume is given. So like that you have to calculate. So it is not, because this is not a paid version, this is a little bit complicated. So but if you look up the books, in the book the full chart is given like I showed you. So there in a tabular form you will get it. So 500 kilopascal, then you will see the specific volume, and correspondingly you will be able to get the temperature. Anyway, so here I'm just showing you how to calculate, but properties you have to get.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, can we not calculate temperature from PV equals to RT?
Ah, now should you do that for H2O? H2O. Just a minute, let me.
Sir, if we know that all of it is steam.
It's a good question. H2O. Not ideal. This is not ideal. You have to look up the charts. So,
Okay, sir.
good that you have asked. So,
Sir, I had this doubt in assignment.
Look up the tables. Not ideal. Never use PV equal to RT for steam, right? Always you have to look up the table because it is real. It is not ideal, right? Look. It's good that you have asked me because people make this mistake, right? You cannot. This is real gas, real vapor. It does not follow the ideal. It is not a ideal gas. So for H2O, never look up the, never use PV equal to RT. Always you must look up the tables, right? See, that is why I am struggling so hard to look up the tables, right? And the properties. So now there are circumstances where you can use ideal gas laws for vapor. When is it so? When the pressures are very, very small pressures. Under what conditions? Say in air you have moisture, there is moisture in air. So if you look at the partial pressure of that moisture, the vapor, that is very, very small. There you can use ideal gas laws, but still we look up the tables, but you can, but not for ordinary steam at say 100 degrees centigrade, 200 degrees centigrade, never, right? It is far away from ideal. So always look up the tables.
Okay, sir. Sir, did you upload those tables?
I have uploaded, but those tables don't appear to be very good. I will see some better ones. Or these books that I have shared with you, the online books, don't they have the tables? The online books. Otherwise, let us see. There is where is the other one? There was another one that may be better, a little bit better. Let me see the other one. This one, steamtables.com. Okay, this may be better. For steam, let us see the other one. So you have a spreadsheet also. This also you can try it out.
Yes, sir. That book is having those tables.
So that steamtablesonline.com, this may be better, right? For steam, I'm finding. So let us see. Say if we have pressure in bar. Pressure in bar. Okay. Selected functions. Pressure and temperature. Pressure and temperature. Given. So this may be a better one. You know. So if you give the pressure, how to give it? Pressure absolute, right? So I have to use 200 kilopascal means 0.2 bar, and the temperature is 200. I have to calculate. This will be a better one. This is much better, right? For this registration is required. So here you are able to see internal energy. This is better, of course.
Sir, but we have to find temperature from pressure and specific volume.
So triple point. So here it is given. Heat capacity, internal energy, entropy. Enthalpy does not come out directly from here. So again you have to do PV. So these are, because they are free, there is some problem. You cannot get everything. But in the book, saturation properties, steam turbine, flashover, TS diagram, registered. I see. Properties. No, because you have not, maybe registration, if you do registration, you can get all the other ones also very easily. So let me see. So here internal energy is given. So internal energy plus that. So and here enthalpy is given. So there, here internal energy is given. So here we need internal energy. So directly you are able to get it. Right, internal energy 2662. So here 2654. See 200 kilopascal. So 2654. So it gave a little bit different value. 0.2 bar 200 centigrade. 2660, a little bit different. Anyway, so you can get these properties. So if you want to get directly internal energy, you can use one, or those tables. I will see if I can upload those tables. They are copyrighted actually. So here, so this way you are able to know what is the property at 1 and 2. So pressure is known at 1 and 2. Volume is also known at 1 and 2 because specific volume is known. Mass you already know. So here, so what is the work done? The work done will be the area under the curve. So work done will be, what is the work done? What is the work done? Work done will be area under this curve. Right. This is the work done. So this is the work done. Right. So this is the area. So I know the average pressure, P1 and P2 average, and then the change in volume will give you the work done. So this is the boundary work. So work is known here. So this work, once I know the work, right, this is also known from the tables, and work can be calculated. So Q in can be calculated. This is how you have to do it, right? So let us look at another problem. A cylinder equipped with a set of stops for the piston to rest on is initially filled with saturated water vapor at a specified pressure. So initially you have saturated vapor, right? So what is the saturation means? It is at this position. So what is meant by saturation? Saturation means it is at this position, right? So this is the saturated line, saturated, right? Vapor line. So this is the saturated vapor line. So previous problem, it was superheated, right? It was all vapor. Now it is saturated. So for saturated condition at 250 kilopascal, what is saturated condition? If we look up this here, for 250 kilopascal, let us look at the other one. For 250 kilopascal, what is the saturated condition? Or it is given the other way. So if the temperature is given, it gives you the so I cannot directly do it anyway. So use the other one, 250 kilopascal. 0.25. Saturation properties given. Saturation properties 200 kilopascal. pressure and bar. It is bar means 0.2, right? And here it is 1. Saturated condition. Calculate. So 200 kilopascal means temperature will be 60 at, if the quality is 1. Quality 1 means X is 1 here, right? X is 1. That means X equal to 1, right? That is the saturated condition, X equal to 1. So here, so that means 60 degree centigrade is the temperature, right? And the corresponding specific volume, specific enthalpy, everything is given. Specific internal energy, they're all available from there, right? Everything is available. And so is the specific volume, everything is there. So here, so we can look up the properties at 200 kilopascal and saturated vapor. This is the condition, saturated vapor. So here we know specific volume, G means gas. So 0.71873 meter cube per kg. And the internal energy is also known to us, right? So we get the full properties. And then mass is also known. Everything is known. So we have to know the mass inside, right? So because here, right? So here we have to know. So the mass has to be known, right? So this is the change in internal energy. Now what is happening here? Now if there is a set of stops. So there is a set of stops. So what will happen? So this has some weight, right? So this has some weight also. Right. So outside is P80M, right? 300. So what will happen is initially the pressure here is 250. So here what will happen is, let us write it down. So this will be here and this. So from 200 to 250 kilopascal, the volume will not change, right? There is a stop here and it is sitting, right? And there is 300 kilopascal. So when I, when I put more heat into it, then what will happen? Then it will maintain 300 kilopascal, right? But the volume will increase. You have understood? So this is the piston. So it will maintain. So here it is constant volume and here it is expansion. So here it is expansion, right? This is constant volume process, right? So then it will be constant volume because unless the pressure becomes equal to 300, it will not be able to lift the piston and increase the volume. So this is the process. So this constant volume, this is constant pressure, right? So finally it will be 300 kilopascal there, and we can, if you know the volume, then the temperature, specific internal energy, everything is known, right? So here, so what is the work done? So if I know 1 and 3, so 1 and 2 there is no work done, right? Because it is the area under that line, the area under that line. That is what we have to look up, right? Work done. This is the boundary work. right? So this is the area under that. So that you can easily calculate if you know volume of 3 and volume 2. So you can get the work done. So you know the change in the states are known. 1 and 3 is known. So you know the change in state. This gives you the delta energy, and this gives the work. So you know change in energy and the change in work. Mass is also known. Change in internal energy, specific internal energy is known. So you can find out the heat transfer that is required, right? Only thing is that you have to look up the tables. This here, because this table is not that good, uh, or you can do it slowly, of course, but the tables are available. The properties are available. So let us look at another problem. Two tanks initially separated by a partition. Contain steam at different states. So this is steam, 2 kg steam, 1 megapascal, 300 degrees centigrade, 3 kg steam, 150 degrees centigrade, and x equal to 0.5. Right. Now the partition is removed and they are allowed to mix until equilibrium is established. The temperature and quality of the steam at the final state and the amount of heat lost from the tanks are to be determined. Okay. Okay. So here it is a closed system. Okay. No work is done, right? Outside work is not done. So here, what is the control volume? Right, this is my control volume. It's my control volume. Is removed and they are allowed to mix until equilibrium is established. Steam at the final amount is loss for to determine. So they are both steams. This is a closed system, right? It is a closed system. Now volume of the system is known. Okay. So volume is constant, no boundary work. So you cannot do any work here because the volume it's a rigid. Right? So what is given here? So this mass is known. MA. So this is MB. Right? So MA is known, MB is known because you know the property 1 megapascal 300 degrees centigrade. This is probably superheated, and this is here it is inside the dome. The temperature is given, so you know inside the dome, right? So this side is so x equal to here x equal to 0.5. The other one is somewhere here. So for both of them, the mass becomes known. So if you know the mass, so when it gets combined, mass will still remain the same, total mass. So, and the volume is also known, right? So this volume is also known. VA is known, VB is known, right? So total volume is known, total mass is also known. So after it gets mixed, you know the total mass, you know the specific volume. So once you know the specific volume, right? If you know the mass and the specific volume here, right? So if you have specific volume becomes known to you. So here, so then the property becomes known to you, right? So let us see how it is to be done. Now, we have to see what is the change in internal energy A plus B, right? So change in internal energy A plus B. So the mass that you have in A, now, although the partition has been removed, right, you can do it in different ways. So although the partition has been removed, so this mass will have some change and this mass will also have some change. Now U2 is same. U2A and U2B are same, right? Because they are now mixed. So P1A is known, right? 1000 kilopascal and 300 degrees centigrade. So specific volume is known, the internal energy is known, right? Specific volume is known, the internal energy is also known. So what about T1B when it reaches the state B? So and T1B is here given 150 degrees centigrade, x equal to this. So here also it is known. Right? Here both the what is F? See, it is from the tables. F means this condition, right? If I draw it, right, so this is my F. It's called F, and it's called G. Right? So, and from the books, so V1B is equal to can be written in terms of VF and VFG. What is VFG? VFG is VG minus VF. So VG minus VFG. So here you can know the specific volume at this position, specific volume, right? Specific volume for x equal to 0.5. So this becomes the specific volume. So what is the internal energy? This is the internal energy. So we have, so initial conditions are all known. Right? Specific volume is known and internal energy is also, specific internal energy is also known. Both of them are known. Right? So this is so many meter cube per kg and this is kilojoules per kg. Similarly for A also, this part also, we know specific volume and we know the internal energy. So what is the total volume? So mass, the mass is given to us. So mass is given and mass is given. So actually we have to end it here. Let us do this. So total mass becomes known to us. So what is the total specific volume? Finally, total specific volume is 0.22127. Final total specific volume. Right. So this is the final specific volume. So specific volume is known to us. This is the specific volume. It's known to us. Right. So here, so that way you are able to quote the specific volume is there and the final pressure is also known. The final pressure is also given. Determine the other properties. So for this specific volume, this is the specific volume. So for this specific volume, so this specific volume is somewhere here. Specific volume is here, right here. So we know this is the specific volume lines. The specific volume line. This is the specific volume line. Specific volume. So it goes from one to another. So specific volume is known. Let us end it here. So once the specific volume is known, you know the pressure also, right? And you know the saturation temperature, right? And saturation temperature is this. So then you can find out the change in internal energy for A and B. Then together, then you can find out the Q. Now, so here the thing is that the specific volume, once it is specified, specific volume is specified, and then the specific volume, once you know, you'll be able to calculate the condition of the steam. Condition of the steam is known. because the okay. So we will again discuss in the next class. It's over. So you try to do the problems that I have uploaded, right? And then unless you do it yourself, it will be very difficult. Okay, let us stop it here.